Hey all, it's Dexter with both a speed paint and a film review. This is specifically for a drama and film project. This will be my first video with a voiceover, so tell me if you would prefer to hear me speak in future videos, or if you don't mind that I typically just put text up. Now, for a short synopsis, Singin In The Rain is a film about the switch from silent moving pictures to features with sound. One of the main characters, Don Lockwood, had transitioned just fine, however his co-star Lena Lamont hadn't due to her voice. Somebody who Don had met, Kathy Selden, was cast to dub over Lena. This led to Lena fearing that Kathy would replace her as Don's co-star, and subsequently hijacking the media coverage of their sound film in order to wipe Kathy's presence out of the credits and news. Now, to start off, this movie hit home for me both as someone in the arts and as someone who has a soft spot for the 20s styles. Firstly, I've been a fan of swing and neo-swing bands since I was a kid, and the dancing to go along with it had me starstruck. I believe that this invested interest I've had in these styles played a part in how much I enjoyed the film. Overall, I dislike movie musicals since typically the amount of song and dance time given can take away from the time to invest yourself in the plot and make the whole thing feel too unserious. But because of the fact that this movie utilized the 20 styles, I believe I was able to overlook it since it was the music and dance that I loved. Secondly, the idea of someone taking credit for work that isn't their own is still a very topical phenomenon today in the artistic communities. The amount of shameless tracing and reposting happening even in the digital art community is insane. And to imagine it happening in a workplace environment sounds like a disaster waiting to happen. All that makes it a whole lot more wild to know that this happened within the film's development itself. After watching the film, I confidently think that they hit the mark on what they were trying to convey around the end especially. That being someone taking credit for work that they haven't done or contributed to, despite doing it during the making of the film. Some points of strength I think really showed through in the film would be, for example, the quality of dance and vocals. At times I would get so lost in listening to the film that I'd forget to watch it too. Again, my love for the 20s style played into that, so I'd assume I'm an outlier. Another point of strength I think would be the points of semi-seriousness within the overall humorous and light contexts. Like the last instance of Lena trying to secure her fame and ensure that Kathy wasn't recognized for her talents, where she had spoken with her lawyer to find something within her contract that she could hold above her employer's head as a threat to his business. Now, a point of weakness within this film could be how fast the ending wrapped up compared to how long the Broadway rhythm sequence felt. Upon the ending of the sequence, I had forgotten what the main characters were doing before the sequence even started. I believe that to be a sign of a portion being too long or too drawn out. And yes, the background of this piece that I'm drawing is inspired by it, mostly just because the scenes in it are total eye candy with all the lights. Another point of weakness isn't found within the film's final version itself, but rather the production of it. Gene Kelly had played Don Lockwood, and in case you are unaware, Gene had a reputation of being abusive in the workplace, pushing his fellow actors well beyond their limits and berating them relentlessly. This of course is terrible, and likely a reason cited as to why we have a code of ethics for jobs like this. But as it didn't seem to affect the final version of the film from what I can see, this is more of a side complaint. Thanks all for watching. I hope you enjoy this kind of content and art, considering how infrequent my uploads have been as of late. I'm trying to get back into video production, but real life gets in my way whenever I feel like doing something. Here's hoping that'll change soon.